never see them again.
And I mean, Gabriel's shows, a lot of them are on Netflix, and so people, yeah. Let me go off and let me. So I mean, people could go watching off, and you can tell. I mean, the people who came to see the show were huge fans of his and had watched his specials again and again and again, and so he was just absolutely floored by this stuff.
Really, Jeff? Tell me more.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Jeff Dunham, who's probably the only comedian actually like more
the fact that I'm actually doing other voices and accents on the show is actually entertaining. I love it.
It is. So it was great. But I think my single favorite story that he told was that he was going to do a show at a theater, and he was told that there was a comedian who wanted to come on and to do the set after him, but he didn't want anybody to know who it was. And at first, Fluffy said, "No, I'm not into that." And he says, "Fine, well, you tell me who it is." "No, I can't tell you who it is. But tell you what, if you ever tell me not to tell anyone anything, I promise I won't." And so he was a little confused, but when he showed up that evening, he saw who it was. And he got out and said...
Was it Santa Claus?
No, it wasn't Santa Claus. And he went up and he kept his set at 30 minutes, which for Fluffy is just absolutely amazing. He went off and apologized and says, "Yeah, usually, I go over everything, but there's someone who wants to come out and, do a set," and people start yelling, "No, we don't want you to leave, stay, come on." And he says, "No, you're going to love it."
Who was it?
Who was it? I'll tell you who it was. It was Robin Williams.
Oh.
And so it was the one and only time that he had ever actually got to even, remotely have anything to do with Robin Williams. And just a few months later, Robin Williams, unfortunately, took his life. But, I mean, it was... Yeah, you could tell just from the way he spoke dearly about that was, something epic for him. It's just... I mean, it was a great story, and, throughout the entire evening, it was a great show. My wife, who's not that familiar with him, she had a good time, although she does wish that some people would not... She didn't like the karaoke part because she hadn't heard a lot of these jokes the first time.
I only wish I've witnessed a comedy karaoke, because that would be awesome. I'd be the guy in the back row with my phone out, videotaping everything.
And we would have got kicked out of the theater if we had went off and done that.
I'd have it between my legs, Jeffy.
So it's pretty good. It was also interesting because he is in talks to do a sitcom for ABC. They are in the midst of...
Ooh.
Yeah, well...
The ABC part, not him doing a sitcom.
They used to say at least one of his friends is not going to be allowed to go off and be on the show due to some of the stuff that he talks about on his Twitter account.
Well, it already sucks. I don't even know the guy.
So it's going to be very interesting because he's at least going to be able to film a pilot. So, good for him. Anyways, I'm going to give the show a solid 5 out of 5.
And I'm going to give it a 0 out of 0 because I wasn't there.
Yeah, you wasn't there.
I have to say, very rarely do my own accents and imitations make me laugh. And as you're talking, I'm trying not to lose it because I'm laughing to myself because, I don't know, I sound like the weirdest person. And I'm not quite sure how these... voices come across on, this device. But
it's because we never actually go back and listen
to I know, I'm afraid to, but,
which is probably just as well.
Yeah, so I gotta say to our one and loyal listener, if you really, 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 really like the accents or whatever the hell I'm doing, please tell me, and I plan to do some more.
Yeah.
That was a really weird one that just came out of the blue moon.
Yeah.
I love doing the accents. It's the most entertaining part, and every now and then through the shows, like I'll throw a few in, and to the point I don't think anyone actually notices, which I don't know if it's good or not, but whatever.
Yeah. We both
I enjoy.
We both ended up doing it. Yours Yours, tend to just be off the wall stuff.
Yeah.
Although I can't really say mine aren't either, but
The fact that
yours seems to be more random.
I basically have done a very weird, probably steroided up, possibly cocaine George W. Bush. Not to say that he does cocaine, but steroids, that's quite possible.
All right.
Oh God, it's just getting worse.
It's
worse.
It's terrible. We should.
And Weeb has stopped talking. He says, apparently he likes the accents unless I'm trying to have a Southern American accent, which is really weird because I like to know if he's talking about, Texas version or Argentina. Because there's a big difference between Southern America and South America.
I think he means Southern United States.
Okay.
That's just what I think. I could be wrong.
He's gonna kill me.
He's gonna kill us both. Sure is.
And, I think this is pretty much the point where we start wrapping up the show because the accents are getting stranger and stranger, and they're not all me, for once.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I go off and they do accents.
Yeah, but not like that. That sounded like, I don't know, some Russian cowboy with a puppet in there. I don't know. It's like a Russian cowboy jalapeno on a steak.
Yes. And Jeff Dunham doesn't use them in the show anymore. But,
well, that's because, he probably smells bad now.
Probably. He's probably finally, past his expiration date and had to go.
Yes. Peanut used him too much.
That's what his mother said. Okay.
So, pretty much this is the end of the show. If you're still listening to us, we congratulate you.
Congratulations, you made it through. Now you've become our special friend.
Yes, a very special friend with very special sauce. So, you can reach us on Twitter. So, at RealCaptFizz. So, at RealCaptainFizz.
You can follow me at That Mask Guy. Follow the show at FizzMast Show. Or you can, you can go to our website, www.fizzmashshow.com. And there you'll find the first 53 episodes, I believe it is, of the podcast.
50 some odd.
Somewhere around there. And there's also links to our Facebook page.
Holy crap, we have Facebook!
We have Facebook! Where we go off and we just post random stuff. Although, if you... go on Sundays, you do find I'm doing Star Wars fan theories.
Oh my God!
Yeah, no kidding. And of course, on the website, there's also links to our Twitter accounts, and you also can find a link to our website to get merchandise.
Yes.
We have T-shirts, we have hats, there's coffee mugs. So you know what? If you love
get
us,
your things.
If you love us, you'll buy some of our merchandise.
Yeah.
And if you don't love us, still buy our merchandise.
And I promise, if you do love us, we won't include the special sauce. And on that note...
in the meantime, and in between time, good night, God bless, may the force be with you.
Stay frosty, my people, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Good night.